Might as well get started. Why not? I'm gonna share this link to a couple places. Like at Discord. Go ahead and close out Discord so my computer doesn't throw a fit. Anyway, let me open chat on my phone. I don't have two monitors yet, so don't even have that. I have almost the entire PC built except for that graphics card, which is friggin' annoying. Don't tell me our game is muted. Hello. Hang on. There we go. Hello, people. Dropping the whole... Yeah, yesterday. Okay, well, check that out sometime. Just switch this to live chat. We're in live chat. Anyway, this is basically just going to be playing through this campaign and give them like some insight commentary on it. There's probably going to be a lot to talk about as I come across it, because I did not take all the notes. Oh, yeah, no, not just the campaign. After that, I do have some single levels that they never actually made it into the final cut, but those have their own mods to turn on. So we'll do that after I go through this campaign. Hello, people. I'm going to wait a couple minutes for more folks to come in. In the meantime, how are you guys all doing? How are the volume levels? This is Mac. Hello, guys. We're gonna play this campaign. It looks really cool. Check it out, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. Oh god, volume is fine. Okay, cool. Looking for a good place to set my phone. That looks like a good spot. Hello, Diddy Maman. Are you going to stream the cut level with the David and KGB at all? I believe you mentioned at least cutscene or something. Yes, that is actually part of this. Or rather, it's a level that... Well, I'll explain it when I get there, but yeah, that's on the docket. Volume is better than usual. That's good. Hello. Right, I got 24 people. I think now's a good time to start. It's 11:01. Start with this. So this church scene was... I'll save my commentary for... I mean, you've all played this, but for completeness' sake, I don't know. I guess I'll just... You got the two soldiers walking towards saying it was actually a lot harder to implement than I want to admit. I'll get to that in a second. My commentary's gonna be all over the freaking place. It was Psycho named Jerry helped me a lot with the animation here. He helped me with several of the character animations, which I really appreciate. And yes, this priest is a very deliberate reference to Father Grigori. But anyway, now that this cutscene's over, I can actually... Come on. Okay, so these two guys... originally, like... I couldn't get the legs to look right. Because I think I used the Ash AK-47 sprite or whatever. Okay, where do I frickin' start with this? You can tell I don't have notes for this. Does David die? Yes. A boba, I don't get it. I can't put words to describe happiness like I literally can't write. Anyway, so this church originally looked quite a bit different. The original concept was made by... I want to say Perforator, if I remember correctly. He helped me with making an Eastern Orthodox church look somewhat authentic. And like there, and then there were a couple more people, I cannot recall their names right now, who helped me kind of late in development, actually. I made the front look a little bit prettier than it used to look. It used to look pretty barren. What else? These curved walls were also pretty late development. And something that I just really wanted to convey with this opening scene when I first made it was like, I wanted to make like Ukraine in the summer of 1983 and just make it look nice. Just make it look vibrant to contrast, you know, wintertime that we're stuck with throughout the rest of the series. How is everyone? Doing all right. I'm just a little bit nervous and because I'm rambling, but that's why y'all are here. Anyway, this scene actually has a few cameos in it. Let me see if I can. This one's Osiris. Let's see. This one's Chargers. That one's Rob Salmon holding up a sign. This one is Leia's, and there are this. Oh, I'm trying to remember who this is. I believe this was it also Perf? I don't recall. At this point, I know several of these actually are not cameos, but just NPCs. This guy is an NPC, you know, just whatever. I mixed. Ah, goodness, my mind's all over the place. So when I was making just the background characters for the village, I wanted to give them a little bit of personality, even though they're not like cameos or anything. And most of these folks actually do show up later in one of the final scenes. We're gonna be here all fucking day if I don't get a move on. And I'm glad this. So the way I got the camera to work, this is actually relevant. So there's actually 3 player characters on this screen. You got the middle one, and then you got one on off screen here, and the transition's like down there, and then you get another one off screen here with no transition to like balance the camera out, right? So if you look closely, when I walk to the Jeep, the camera is going to sway right. Hello. I wonder how the Chernobyl disaster impacted the universe. That's a good question. We have 30 people on. Anyway, this whole section with the apartment and everything, this is actually a pretty late edition. It originally was going to cut straight from that church to the level, but then some people expressed confusion as to who we were playing as, and I felt like adding a little bit of a kind of what am I trying to say? Having this scene, I feel like, gives a little bit of character for Yosef and David down there. And the idea here is, I want it to be like Yosef was using, like, instead of hanging up his military awards like everyone else was doing, he used it as an icon corner because he's religious, and then the Bratva or whoever enforces the rules around here comes in, take down all his shit, and then leave him with a citation. That was the idea I wanted to go with. There was going to be a little bit of dialogue here, but I felt like that was a little too on the nose, so I just kind of left it at this, and hopefully someone picked up on it. Everything was late edition. It was meant to be for... Yes, no, this... When I say late edition, I mean, like, we're talking late 2020. That's just like some secretary or something talking to him. And also, I got this door to lock with the invisible glass, or I used the glass wall as an NPC with collision, and I just had them move during the cutscene. That's how I get a lot of these tricks, where I lock doors, but then they're unlocked after a certain line of dialogue. There's that first line about the Kulani Conqueror War story, which is kind of a background detail that comes up later. So originally, the daylight scenes, if anyone here has played... yeah, no, it was in 2016 Snowfall, where there was no, like, sunlight effect, but it was, like, just sunset filter and the snow all looked orange. And looking back, I'm thinking, man, I'm so glad I didn't go with that, because it looked ugly as sin. I also used invisible vault trophies to get like sparkle effects on the snow that's getting hit by the daylight, and I'm really quite happy with that. But this is just like these two just live together because they are coworkers. That's like the only reason. They had no choice in the matter. Same goes with Pavel and Ed, but they just happen to be friends. So, how old is David? He looks like he's Agent 47 age. He's like in his 30s. He's not quite as old as 47, but like 30s or 40s, yeah, something like that. Pavel and Ed's room. How would you comment on the fan translation? Oh, I'm not sure what you mean by fan translation. Yeah, Charger is still in charge of translating. I'm pretty sure it's still happening. I hope he's not waiting for me on anything, because have any friends, you sure? 30s to say, alright. 30s or 40s, it's whatever. And withholding company property, that being all these fucking guns that they take with them. And here's like... And where do I go with this? I'm actually quite happy with the look of this place. I kind of copied it off a scene that didn't make the cut, which you'll be seeing after this actual campaign. Yeah, Mira drew the original Polaroid for this, and then I edited it. And I like what she did. It looks nice. And if you excuse me. This sprite has to look completely different. I based it on accidentally based it on like the 1940s sort of metal. When someone pointed out that's not really accurate to like the 1980s or 1990s, and so. Did David serve in Hawaii at all? If so, it's a bit confusing given the American name for him to serve. Well, David, however you pronounce it. It's also a Russian name, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, he did serve in the war. Also, he doesn't like Pavel. Let's see, we got Edward's dog tags. Oh yeah, the calendar. The Snowfall 1990 calendar. I put that there. It was originally going to be interactable, but it screwed up the cutscene, so I cut it. And they also like took out their freaking answering machine tape in case there were any like phone calls or something that didn't want anyone hearing. Like, okay, we're just gonna take this and pretend we lost it. Hey, hello. We got more people coming in. David is also a Slav name. Yeah. Does David die in the epilogue? Yeah, he's like kidnapped and tortured to death by the KGB. What would have happened to Nadia if she didn't get her? She didn't get game ended by by Victor. Also, I like how the sorry, my mind's all over the fucking place. Nothing else to say here. Let's just move on. God, they did arrest him. They did arrest him, and then they took him off and tortured him to death. Let's see. What to say about this? This, I believe, was the first level that I designed for this campaign. And much of it, the right side at least, is based on Patriots level mock-up. And this area used to be like a big old dance floor, but it was actually too big, so I had to trim it down. Let's see. That included these special sinks and toilets and stuff. Like the bar and these bar bottles. These are actually sprites from the Patriots level itself. I ported over. Or I say ported over. It's not the word. You all know what I mean. And this originally was not blocked off. So people could just... but this door was locked, so it confused people. Let's see. Oh, to confirm, yes. Make Me Real, Redacted. I don't know if Redacted's still a thing anymore. It's that SCP hotline mod. Real Human Being, Midnight Animal, Tokyo 2041, and Redial. That aged well. If it was still 2018, these would feel more more relevant, but I guess not. Transition floor. Let's see. The lighting here was also pretty late edition. And what was even later was the smoothness here. So apparently you can take larger sprites and apply them to certain sheets, and they will draw at different resolutions. So the sprite itself, which is one of the smoke sprites, is like actually twice as large as the intended resolution. That's why it looks smoother than usual. I just felt like putting the cars in. I don't know what to say about those. First picture mentioned in the stream. Oh, this level was worst full combo. I can imagine. The fact you pulled it off is actually a pretty big deal. I believe the van scene was made for that cut level. Yeah, there is a van scene. I'll show that after. That's one of the cut levels I'm going to be showing. There is a van scene. The zebra is meant to be a hint that I'm Corey. Not that anyone uses Corey's to dodge roll anyway, but, you know, whatever. Got the CRT head. Oh, yes, so this level actually went through a lot of different music choices. One of them was Lightning. I know the name of the song. It's a track that showed up in Miami Horror. I don't remember the artist of it right now. That was one of them. There were a couple more, and then I asked everyone else what they thought about it, and like, oh, you know what, the CRT head song actually works perfectly, so don't change that. And I'm like, okay. Let's see. And some kind of visual verticality. That's something I have a thing for that. I hate Death Wish transition now, thanks to this level. Thank you, Mac. How reflective are the mercenaries from the Patriots? This floor and the previous floor are completely new to this campaign. Or you mean the written story? This is totally different from the written story. Because the written story actually would have made for a pretty fucking boring level. If I'm being honest. But, yeah, as for the actual mod level this is based on, this floor is completely new, previous floor is completely new. Let's see, what else can I say about this? This actually connects to the next floor. Oh, I mean, that came out wrong. Obviously it connects to the next floor. Yeah, just... I've got 39 people watching, wow. This is just another Death Wish translation. I do have a full-size, like, I put all these floors together in a single mock-up sort of thing. And I'm going to put that somewhere. This floor is the one that most resembles the Patriots level. It's about the same as the mod level. I mean, not like enemy placement and stuff, but like in terms of the layout. Like you got the bedroom here, and let's see. Oh, this was originally a balcony, but I decided to just not go with that. In the Snowfall 2020 remake phase. Raven, yes, that was it. Lightning by Raven. Okay, now here's the fun thing. The reason why I cut away from this, if you were to watch this scene, you may see... So, like in the Patriot story, what initially goes down is Victor shoots Alec in the head with the silencer. Watch him do coke. And in the story, Alec actually pulls out a gun of his own and tries to shoot Victor, but he's too coked up to shoot straight. Yuri's the last guy expecting super agile. I mean, yeah, but I felt like Corey would be fun. Let's see, why the mercenaries kill Kozlov? Because, okay, I'm going to explain that in a second, when I get to that. First I saw the trailer for Brotherhood, I thought it was Yosef getting charged by Nikolai in sleight of hand. I can see how you might think that. I still remember the Nightclub hit was only for your Wattpad. Haha, good time. There's a fanfiction.net version as well. But, yeah, the written one is, like, nowhere close to that level, because that'd be really boring. This scene originally took place in a completely different building, which I'll get into in a bit later, but, yeah, no point on staying on dialogue right now. So it originally wasn't going to be the hospital, it was going to be like some unrelated building that y'all will actually get to see a little later. I'll talk about Coast Love when I get to the morgue. These signs were fun to make. Just, I don't know. And I feel like... Yes, this is a callback to Slumlord. Just kind of explaining what was up there. Let's see. Why'd they kill Coles? We'll get to that in a second. Hyper-realistic Corey. Years last guy super agile. Yeah. The zebra here is kind of like the Corey shirt in Quagmire. Yes, that was the intention. Let's see. What's the program you use to make the model? Okay, I make my sprites with Photoshop, actually, but there are plenty of other alternatives that work just as well, like GIMP or Paint.net or Fire Alpaca. I don't know if Fire Alpaca is good for pixel art, but I haven't used it in years. Damn gliding hunters come a long way. Remember the darkness filter was literally for in Snowfall? Yes. Why are you interested in the Russian theme of Hotline Miami? So it started out with just because the Patriots is set, like the B story Patriots is set in Moscow, and the original Hunter level was kind of a side story to that, and it was just gonna be a one-off thing, and then people loved the hell out of it, so I made it a sequel, and then I made a prequel, and then I made another sequel, and it's just a whole series, and I just got really enamored with it. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, LegoMack, I said hi. Hello. User named New LegoMack stream just dropped. Hello. Hello, Neotime. You have a question? Go ahead and ask. This chat's going by a lot faster than usual. Alex's bedroom connects directly to the office desks. Yes, it does. It is his safe house. His job is, officially his job is to help with like, business stuff, but, you know, he's just too busy getting coked off his ass. More somehow similar with the levels in the Patriots play. Oh, okay. In gameplay style, well, Patriots, that level was actually a really, really old one. The only, like, enemy design, I never actually made, the enemy design, or enemy placement is completely unique to this campaign, used to serve this campaign's playstyle. And the only things that were similar were the rightmost half of that first floor and the layout of the final floor are pretty similar. Like the location of Alex's office and stuff. Those are pretty similar. I love this dialogue. Isn't Komarov's and Zaryov's? Yes, a lot of people ask why Komarov likes Zaryov and like if he's his father or something. Not like his father. Zaryov is like sort of a protege who is like, I've taken this young lad up to be my fellow corporate stooge, and they just kind of grew to like each other over a few years. And Komarov is sort of like a father figure in a way, but also kind of a dick. And Zaryov's just a little shit. Brandon level. I just did a whole lot of cocaine, so now I can go faster that time. That is the next campaign. Struck me as odd. Why would they watch footage in a hospital? Because I wanted to put it next to the morgue. I thought it'd be cool. And having them, they were actually going to change buildings in the original version, but there was just a lot of. I felt like the flow wasn't. Yeah, a lot of it comes down to flow. This campaign used to be a lot more padded, I suppose. Let's see, this plays the same thing from Snowfall. Yes, it is. The morgue doctor is canonically called Matthias Muner. Yes, that is a name that was recommended. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go with it. So this guy. Also, one of the first face sprites I made for one of the first like really unique face sprites I made for this campaign. I just wanted to have a morgue doctor because I thought it'd be cool, you know. I mean, that's a lot of the reason why a lot of this series exists. Do you have a Discord server? I do have a private Discord that's for like playtesting only. But I don't have a private, or excuse me, I don't have a public Discord right now. I do have channels in various public Discords, like the Workshop Labs, which I would recommend checking out. It's a good server. Let's see, was there thought put into Bloodbath being full comboable because it's extremely barely? I don't really go, no, like between floors, not really. Per floor, yes. But it is possible to full combo the whole thing, as Chun Chang Fan has proven in a video. But I am not too worried about that kind of thing, personally. Here, every content maker. Also, Mike, I can't believe you gave Kozlov a dick under the sheet. Oh yeah, Jerry helped me with that as well, because yeah. Anyway, so Kozlov, what happened to him? This is actually a thing that was going to be explored in the Patriots game mod that, well, hasn't gotten released yet. So basically, on the morning of November 1st, Brody and Yuri catch up to Kozlov, chase him up to the rooftop of an apartment complex, and blow his brains out because Zaryov put out a hit for him because he felt like he was cribbing his coke trade. And Kozlov did have a little gang, you know. He was an up-and-coming gang member, but he didn't stand a chance. So poor Kozlov, we hardly knew ye. And yeah, that doesn't really get addressed here, but it's implied. So he's that so-called slumlord kingpin, or whatever David called him. Why Brody's figuring pistol shoot Alec instead of using a shotgun? Honestly, probably to take out his golden teeth. I know that's said as a joke, but that's kind of a part of Brody's character where he's like kind of turned his killing into like a greed thing. I forgot to give these oh no wait, these couldn't have shadows. Never mind, whatever. I don't remember which ID I gave these TVs, but you can walk under them. Whatever. This was one of the first environments made for this campaign. I'll go into more detail about that a little bit later, and I'll actually show off one of the old cutscenes. Hey. Yeah, but Victor has this thing of, like, he steals money off of the people he kills. And, like, honestly, he has no scruples. He does not give a fuck. Also, yes, Yuri did give him the pistol, canonically speaking. It'd be pretty cool if there was a stray bullet at the end of Malashev's shot. Yeah, but I feel like that would raise some unanswered questions that wouldn't get addressed in this campaign. So I did take some creative liberties with the story of the mercenaries, because they're not the main characters here. And if I did make it a one-to-one like recreation, it would raise a bunch of questions that I would never answer in this series. So it's sort of cutting loose ends, I guess, for the sake of a smoother narrative from the perspective of Hunter Boys. Let's see. After make Hunter spin-off campaign, we'll be making a new story. If I even make Hotline content at all, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I know I said you work on Patriots, but honestly, I've been feeling I really don't want to get back to working on it. Something about it just, after sticking with Hunter for so long, and like I don't want to go back to Hotline stuff for a while. I don't know. I'm in a weird position with Patriots right now. The passion just isn't really there. Let's see. Gotta be honest, I always thought the song in Moratorium didn't really fit very well. Oh well, fair enough. This scene's the first I saw of 100 Brotherhood. Yes, this was one of the first. I actually made a video of this cutscene. Also, there were cameos down there. Hold on. We're gonna go back downstairs. There are cameos here. Let's see. I know this one's Mira. This one, I believe, is Fusili. One of these is... No, this guy's Fusili, I think. I can't remember who's who. This was Bushido sort of cameo, I think. Oh god, I do not remember a goddamn thing. This is Leia's... This is Ted, of course. Best boy. This one's not a cameo. This is just an NPC that I made up. I just gave him a scar because I felt like it. Let's see. I'm more the cremation is against his religious practices, I think. That's... I didn't actually think about that. I mean, if that's the case... Or is this Fusili's cameo? I don't freaking remember. It's been a long, long-ass time since I've made these scenes. I realized I cocked up and not coked up. I mean, same thing. Was Yosef religious in Brotherhood? He did... Yes, no. Yosef is religious. He just doesn't show it off. That first scene where you see him, he's taking off his cross and putting it in his jacket pocket. He is still religious. He just doesn't show it in this line of work. And he wouldn't have shown it in the war either, but honestly, I'll just let that slide. I'm happy with this guy. He's getting angry over his blue screen of death. Let's see. Catch up with the chat. Are you and Brody connected to 50 Blessings in any way? No, they are not connected to 50 Blessings whatsoever. They are just hired guns. One of them does happen to be American, but they're just mercenaries. Let's see. I didn't steal from anyone in Sleight of Hand. Well, we don't actually see the very end of Sleight of Hand. And in the game mod, anyway, in the Patriots mod, I wanted him to, like, steal Zaryov's Desert Eagle he beat him to death with and use it as a weapon in later levels. It's like an unlock. But I digress. I think so, name, surname. Oh, what name, surname say? Yes, he was religious, yep. Let's see. Brody, Yosef, Simon, Samuel seem to have a thing for blondes. Mac. That's fair. That is fair. Let's see. Russian monsters from Miami. Yes, there are a couple of Russian monsters from Miami here. The whites shoot. Yeah, they're meant to be the Miami mob. And we've all seen this cutscene. This is the phone call that they have in the Patriots written story, where Zaryov is like, "Oh shit, they're gonna kill me, and they want their money." Let's see. I should remember there's a lot of bald, shaved head characters. Yes, he wasn't such a Chad in Red Star than Brotherhood. I would be interested to see the Sleight of Hand 2016 version, or like in Snowfall 2016. You mean? I'm not sure what you're asking. I'd leave you prepared. That was kind of an unintentional Hitman reference, because I've been playing a lot of Hitman at the time. Anyway, these are Miami boys. This guy does not like wolf dogs. Also, I know I called these wolves originally. They are way too small to be actual wolves, so I'm just like, yeah, let's just call them wolf dogs or something. I don't know. It's one of the sillier things I just wanted to keep into the series, because I just... they show up better than the dark-looking dogs do. Let's see. Just straight-up secretaries and shit. Why is my man so scared of the... Oh, he's not scared of the Prophet Monster, he's scared of his dog. Someone added me to the friends list. I will, see that. Teaser cutscene. Isn't there a KGB agent listening on the conversation? Yes, I forgot to point that out. There's a KGB boy listening into the conversation on that floor, and he is gone when you return to that floor. This cutscene was a bitch to animate. Honestly. Having all the characters like walk and stuff without crashing the game. It's a real pain in the ass. Skin ninja cool in Russia. It's a Miami thing. Let's see, where's Komarov get his scar? That is actually a Patriots detail that I do not want to spoil. So he gets it at some point between 85 and 91. So Rom's reaction to Sleight of Hand was funny. Yeah, Sleight of Hand, the level in this, one of my two biggest regrets. It played a lot better. You know what? I'll save my commentary when I actually get there. Most vicious sheepas I've seen. Bushido sheepas. You know what this is? Yes, handsome-made outfit. Jesus Christ. No, Yosef is not Raymond, Mira. Anyway, this is the sheet from the end of Red Star. And the Brotherhood takes it and like seals it in a plastic bag to protect it, you know? Like an evidence bag, I don't know. This cutscene used to be a hell of a lot longer. Like, it was like twice as long with the dialogue, and Rob was like, okay, this is too much. You might want to shorten this. So I shortened it quite a bit. Oh, if you notice closely, Yosef is like objecting, and people will probably notice this, but I just want to say it. The two people behind him point their guns at him. If he'd said, yes, I have more objections, Naughty would have ordered them to blow his fucking brains out. Right there. So yeah, he comes really close to death. Could get Nickel animate outfit. Guess if we'll never skip the main outfit thing. I don't even know what the hell y'all are talking about. Anyway, this is one of the quote-unquote secret cutscenes. REC Expedition for Christmas Day, because, you know, Soviet Russia, they don't celebrate Christmas. And this is a reference to the end of Hotline 2. Sadly, they don't actually... And this also confirms that Nadia gets killed on the 27th of December. It's kind of what that's meant to be. Oh yeah, fun fact. So these two are characters who never get name dropped in the series, but you got the we got the production manager Leonid Zherdev and marketing manager what's her name? I don't remember her name. Mira will probably remember it for me, but there's a couple of background characters, and these are their offices, which is why they're so close to the CEO's office. Fun fact, I think I mentioned this in another stream, this sprite does not have a shadow, the jury chair, so I had to manually add one in. Anyway. Let's see. If Brotherhood destroyed connected to Kremlin, why KGB tried? Okay, so I'll explain that a little bit later. Let's see. When Yuri and Brody betray Makar and the Mafia, when they seem to have a good business relationship. So basically, it's not really touched upon in this campaign, but long story short, Makar knows who Brody is, and he's scared shitless of him for reasons that the reader isn't really... I say reader because this is Patriots. Yeah, you can't do the shit in the bathroom. You stress smokes in the building, which is a little bit rude. And then Brody just kind of escalates into a firefight. The exegesis of John the Martyr dialogue. Now, there's not nearly as much dialogue as in that. This is no visual novel. I heard you're religious during the war. Yeah, it's kind of referencing that. And Yosef's not a big idiot this time. He's like, nah, I'm not going to tell you what I know, because then I'm just not going to be useful anymore. This direction makes even more cursed in this context. Fucking Christ, what? Oh my god, I didn't even notice they were pointing their weapons? Yeah. In the Snowfall, in the 4th mission, Sam took money from Makar. Oh no, he doesn't take money from... Oh wait, yes he does. Never mind. That is another thing I can actually talk about. He does take money from Makar, and the implication is he uses that money to bribe his way into the building that Slumlord takes place in. And he's like, hey, can I install this recording device in your office? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. Give him this big fuck-off sack of money. But I digress. Anyway, same office, really. KGB boy's no longer there, though. Who is Sergei Bubka? What? Yes, Svetlana Lyadova is the marketing manager for this corporation, and they have an outreach in America, and they support the Russo-American coalition, which ironically neither the Russian public or the American public like very much. I'll get to that in a moment. Stiffer hair, Yosef. Jesus Christ. Have you seen the Hotline 3 teaser joke in one of the Devolver digital Twitter posts? I probably have. What's their importance to the plot? Whose importance to the plot? Let's see. Hunter Anime. How long has Dave been working for Nadia and Komarov? Oh, for years. I did say he was part of the war effort, but I feel he would be an Edward situation where he was working with the Brotherhood before the war, then joined the war effort, and then returned to them after the war. Let's see, are you still working on Enemy of the Patriots? I've been feeling really burned out about it recently. I would like to just get it finished, but man, it's burning me out. Are the White Parkas supposed to be other Brotherhood stewards? White Parkas? Oh, yeah, they're... So, are you talking about like the hooded jackets and the bulletproof vests that we get in this coming level? Because those are meant to be like... I just really like the design. It was like originally the winter coat of just Yosef. It's like a mix between... it's meant to be like a mix of Nikolai's hooded jacket and Simon's like fur coat, but white, because my boy is pure. But I just really liked... I liked the design, and I decided to make it a sort of official... Oh, I actually got this to animate. Hooray. Where am I going with this? Mac doors. How? Oh, yes, the doors. I'll explain the doors. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to bring up. So these were NPCs on top. They were NPCs with collision on top of just these wardrobe doors that I reskinned. And they only have hinges on the top and not the bottom, which is why all these doors have the locks on the bottom side. And that's why none of them are horizontal, because they're only vertical. And if you look really closely, which I forgot to point out at the time, you can see a shadow on top of... You can see like a doubled up shadow when this guy swipes the key card. Yeah, the guys in White Parkas are they're meant to be other like Bratva, just like goons, I guess. As they're not like stewards per se. Also, here's KG Boy, who is not the American Colonel. I don't know why. I changed his nose. I don't know why so many people are asking about him. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't read Russian. You might want to ask your question in English. Cyberbull Digital. On the calendar's top, there are names Sergei Bobka and Rodion Gatilin. Okay. TBH, should I find one cutscene related nitpick for Brotherhood? It would be the scene where the gas victim's just popping out. Yeah, I couldn't really do anything about that. I mean, maybe I could have had him put the things in here, and that would have hit them a little better, but it's a nitpick. They're just like a daydream anyway. I noticed the guy has a little Newton's Cradle. Yes, he does. That is just that is a recolor of a Halamami sprite, but the Halamami asset does not animate. So I actually got it to animate correctly. Shame on you, Dennis. Let's see, what end have Komarov? Oh, Komarov, he dies. Brody and Yuri kill him. I don't show it on screen because it comes with big Patriot spoilers, but yeah, he dies. They kill him. Which is the... it was a really hard thing to do. I couldn't show the circumstances of his death, but I did want to carry across that the mercenaries succeed in getting him killed. So, anyway, these guys are just... I really liked this design, and I figured I'm just going to make this in a later level. In level 4, you actually see these on mannequins. But what are the... Sorry, catching up with chat. KGB guy just still in there, just chilling, taking notes though. Those hats were a pain to draw. KFC guy just grilling. Hey, I got to drop the buff. What do you do? I swing keycards all day. Oof. Just look at cowboy hat. It is based on I believe it's based on an edit of one of Dennis's cowboy sprites. Excuse me. Russian G-Man. I mean, technically. How'd you find this awesome song? I came across it on SoundCloud and I really like the sound of it. Yeah, they are just Bratva guys, but they're wearing, like, winter gear, basically. It's basically what they are. Like, I mean, like, actual winter gear. They originally had just the outdoor, like, the shotguns and stuff on, but I think, it's kind of boring. I like this design more, so I went with these. It's like, we're talking, like, deep winter gear. Let me reiterate, I want to play Brotherhood again for, like, the fourth time. It's Bone Zone, baby, yes. The guys in the rescue team are soldiers. Yes. They are all soldiers as well. They have military experience. There we go. Also, yes, that is a broken vodka bottle, and Ushanka is using as a weapon. Let's see. What? Okay. Let's see. Thanks for using my surgery head. Oh my god. It is the... Is that the surgery head? Hey, it is a real pleasure to have you here. Oh, geez, I'm screwed. Oh, no. Oh, whoops. Alright. And this was the second level that I designed for this campaign, which is fitting, considering it's the second level. What else can I say about this while I'm here? Not much. These guys were fun to draw. The Zaryev's Dead Boys. And it was hard for me to come up with a look that I liked that was like... Because Snowfall is mostly just trash houses, and this is technically the same thing, but it's like at a lumber mill. And this lovely sprite was made by Jerry. I can't take credit for that. There we go. Catch up with chat. She doesn't play Fratricide daily. Cringe. Who's caretaker in the graveyard in the end cutscene? Caretaker in the graveyard in the end cutscene. You'll have to get back to me on that in a bit. I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm a Sawmiller's dead guy. That's Big Saw. Not gonna answer questions about Hotline 3. That's not my department. That's Nushanka? I thought it was just a mask. Well, no one in this scene is wearing a Nushanka. Yeah, we haven't seen any... Or, Komarov had Nushanka on, but no one else has yet. Oh, poop. Come on. Getting slightly lost in the chat here, but bear with me. Let's see. Clock having Dodgers level, but not Fratricide was a weird gameplay choice. So the reason I didn't use them in Fratricide was because these are the Colombian Dodgers. And I used Gang Dodgers in the last level, so I couldn't really use them in Fratricide. I didn't really have an option. That using a faction as big as the Gang for sleight of hand. The Gang was originally going to be used in a couple... Okay, so... Gang was originally going to be used in a couple of levels, I think. Sleight of hand turned out a lot shorter than it was in the original script, but I'll touch on that when I get there. This whole thing was a bit of a late development, like late 2020, early 2021. I'm happy with how it came out, you know, the Nikolai in the shed thing. Let's see. In your finals, you have a different version of the Gang fence. What was that used for? So originally, the sleight of hand was going to be like a Nikki sniper level, instead of just Nikki with knife level. But there was just a lot of complications that came up with the sniper rifle. I didn't just cut it because I thought the knife was more fun. I didn't. I think the sniper's more fun. But, lost train of thought, one moment. I had to cut the sniper rifle bit for, like, cutscene reasons, for, like, choreography reasons, sadly. I guess, there were gun dodgers you could have fit in Fratricide, though. There were the gun dodgers, but I don't know. I feel like why didn't I add any? I probably did add them in, but figured they just, I don't know. I figured, I like the level design I currently have going, so I don't know. What happened to this kind of lumber? So basically, those weren't Soyar's guys I was fighting. The guys in the tracksuits were just a bunch of locals of Kimki who come in and wreck the place after Yuri and Brody and they start fighting Makar's guys. And they take advantage of all the violence, and they just start coming in and looting shit and killing people. Oh, when he says the signs end here, he's talking about these, like, green signs. I don't know if that was clear, but this part was actually really fun to make. The what happened to Red Eyes Dude at Fratricide? Yes, the KGB arrested him, and yeah, he's screwed. So, me doesn't know Patriots here. Infectors try to ignore them playing Hunter but fail. Actually, can someone explain it? Okay, that's all. Okay, I can explain them in more detail a little bit later. They catch up with chat. Oh boy, time to get emotional, but there's 10 levels. Yeah, read my. I mean, I don't blame you if you avoid Wattpad like the plague. You should read the Patriots chapters 4 and 6. They're on fanfiction.net and Wattpad and DeviantArt, I think. Come to think of it. But yeah, those are the Russian arc chapters so far in Patriots. I keep forgetting about automatic emoji version. I hate it. Yeah, no, it sucks. This cutscene is genuinely sad. Like, Jason like, damn, the relationship's strong in this moment. Komarov. Yeah. No, sorry, I couldn't make tears at that point. Let's see. Would Yosef and David kill Makar if the mercenaries didn't? Yes, they would have had to. Yosef probably would have hesitated, but David would have just taken the initiative. Gun dodgers are ass. Yeah. I felt like reskiing the gang dodger into a more general Brotherhood dodger, like one Snowfall, could have worked. Yeah. In retrospect. You know, hindsight's 2020. One of my biggest complaints with Fratricide was the fact that there's barely any reason to ever have used a melee compared to Frozen. That is a good point. It is a lot of gunplay, isn't it? Let's say they go from this floor directly to the cabin of Victor to go through. Oh, that's... Okay, so that is there because if I had any more than 5 floors, the game crashed. So there's just kind of an implied trek through the forest there. Anyway, deliver PPSH-86 submachine gun to Leningrad. Desert Eagles, which in this continuity were actually invented by this group, or at least, like, published by this, or published isn't the right word, instead of Magnum Research. In the Miami, Florida, they're funding the... So this was... The implication is this was, like, mid-80s gun shipment they were supposed to send off to, like, Miami and stuff, but they never got there, of course. Let's see. Oh, one sec. Let me catch up with chat again. Why did Nikolai and David have non-natural eye colors? Because it's Hotline. You got characters with pink eyes in Hotline. It's just a creative choice. Like, canonically speaking, Red Eyes has, like, brown eyes. But whatever. Love that Adrian Sam reference in the newspaper. Yes, that is a reference to that. Bunker Effect. There's a skeleton. There is. That is Jerry's cameo. The good-looking Deagle. Yes, not the macaroni. Let's see. Yeah, this is a reference to Patriots, the 5th chapter, where we got a... And the connection there is that they're actually raiding one of Komarov's places in Key West. But I don't remember what a lot of this graffiti says, but I know it used to be a lot more tame before someone came up to me like, hey, these translations suck. It was, I put him in the credits, I don't remember who it is. I know this one says Kim Key Vipers Forever, that's the name of Zaryov's gang. And I think this one says I fucked your mom, but I don't know. I digress. Did anyone notice Surgery had subscribed to Psychhawk the Soldier? He also happens to be following Cess on Twitter. Oh, interesting. I'm not gonna... Okay, hold on. Nikolai was originally Tony Facepipe Mac thought looked like. David's just cool. Yes. This is the most cinematic places I've seen on the workshop. Why, thank you. Lower rank makes you rely on more than guns, which is cool. The elevator start, though, both normal and hard, kind of sucks. I've gotten some complaints about the elevator start, but honestly, I don't think it's that... Personally, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh, yes. So, this is actually kind of relevant. First annual Russian American Coalition exhibition to be held in Moscow next month, graciously funded by the Komarov estate. Described as critics by sympathizers with the enemy and insult to the state. The president has refused to comment on the event, but did not rebut these criticisms. So this is a detail that I couldn't really go into detail on. Originally, when there were 6 levels, I kind of made it more clear. But the Russian president does not like Popov Yakomenko Industries or the Komarov Fratva, like crime family, or the RIC. He feels like that they are making Russia look weak by being capitalist. And he's kind of tolerating them with gritted teeth. But by the time the headquarters get shut up, he decides to send the KGB in to steal some files. But then Nadia and Red Eyes are like, "Not my fan. Can't let you do that." Let's see. I looked at the list of channels and subscriptions events. Like, oh, yeah. I looked through the assets of Red Star and noticed that the American soldiers that replaced the Mafia and the American soldiers that replaced the Colombians are different colors. Yes, that is true. Because in Hotline Miami 2, they actually do have different colored soldiers. Like the NPCs. If you look at the American soldier NPCs, they come in a few different varieties. I thought it'd be a nice way to add variety. Yeah, Woasted has a lot of complaints. But whatever. He's entitled to his opinion. They are subscribed to each other. They have the graffiti's. The graffiti's Russian profanity. I mean, it should be pretty clear. Damn, Woasted, how could you ever critique something ever? No, Woasted, don't worry about it, Woasted. Don't worry about it. You're not that guy who sent me death threats. Surgery head reads you, Mac. Maybe wears red lenses to look cooler. Technically, these eyes are crimson, but whatever. Not technically crimson. Ah, oh, come on, don't be pedantic. What the hell are you doing in here? I wanted to add his face on the. I wanted to add like his shadow there, but I couldn't get it to work. So, sad times. Anyway, this is also just a, like I said, oh, you can pick up the knife here. You can't do anything with it, but I feel like having a pick-upable weapon adds a little bit of uncertainty as to what's happening next. I just thought it'd be kind of cute. There's an implied walk back through the forest. And this, I believe, was the last cutscene like either the last or second last cutscene I made, because animating this was really hard. Oh, my time to bring out the four-page complaint list about Brotherhood then. Komarov can scream for... Oh yeah, Komarov can scream for family far away. What? A little bit of a callback to a part in Snowfall that it kind of describes who did it, but doesn't have the wherewithal to say who did it. Doesn't really know his name. And this is this is one of 2 appearances of Dream Nikolai in this. Time for Punished Venom Hunter, yes. Weird how small this world is, because CRT was one of the guys that wanted to contribute to something I'm working on. Yeah, from what I can tell, the music, these synth artists are actually a pretty close-knit group, which is cool. I assume you will be, yeah. And there's also like an implied walk back to the van. But this is, keep in mind, this is the 3rd floor in this scene out of 5. Keep that in mind, because this is the 4th floor in what is technically a single level. That's why there was a lot of like, a lot of implied going from point A to point B. You feel like my cat doesn't have his eye. Oh. Speaking of favorite ones, I like the AK-47 the end of Quagmire. Let's spin around shoot while getting the vehicle. Yes, it's just kind of... It's there because I made the sprite for it and realized too late that, oh wait, if the Americans pick up the AK, they become Russians. So, yeah. I like how US is just like, no, I don't want him to wake up. Fuck off. I had a lot of fun choreographing this cutscene. This is... The later ones... are more like complicated in how they're choreographed, which I'm proud of them. You might want to fix the soft lock in the snow area. You can get stuck on a prop when entering the next floor. It's not the worst, but it was annoying to have to redo the first floor. I'm wondering if I should have like one more patch. I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I'm considering it. On the other hand, I don't want to touch the series again. But we'll see. Sorry if I've already been asked, but I was walking my dog. Who are the enemies and damages? Why are they aggressive to the Brockville? Oh, yes, they are just like... They're locals. They're Kimki locals who decided to take advantage of Zaryov's guys getting fucked up. And they're just looting the place and just causing havoc. So... Thank you. The file looks now. I know the names of the fathers of the characters. All the files look fucking cool. Thank you. It's an Easter egg. What? You're late, gentlemen. Yeah, this is just after the end of Agony. Obviously. Like, you guys got here a bit late. Late to the party. This is one of the custom... I mean, I love all the custom tracks, but this is one of them that I particularly like. It's one of Masked... oh, damn, in the graffiti in the bunker, it was a freaking... There's a huge Masked cameo right there, and I didn't even acknowledge it. Damn it. Whatever. This is the 5th floor, by the way, on this level. Why does Nikolai hold this scorpion with his left hand? That is because he has to use his right hand to use the earpiece. Because I didn't want to draw it in his face sprite, because I was out of face sprites. After Predator's done, we'll be starting a new series. On the workshop, no. Predators is going to be the worst, Predators is going to be the last thing I make on the workshop. Because I feel like Hotline 2's lifetime is sort of coming to an end. And I should move on to bigger and better things. And as burned out as I am with Patriots, I don't want to drop the project. I'm at Scratch Paint the Saga. What's next? Spin-off Miami campaign that I'm just making in my free time. Do you think I'll be doing anything Hotline related after this? Besides Patriots and that Miami campaign, probably not. Oh yes, here, this is fun. So there's a couple of little Easter eggs here. Or not Easter eggs. What I wanted to do was kind of portray, even in telling this story, Nikolai's a little bit fucked in the head, and he's getting Hawaii mixed up Like, you got the gas masks here and the poster under here, which actually are not there in reality. On the second floor, there's a little... Let's see. You got Vanson just kind of vibing in here. That was actually not why this corner is here. This corner, I just kind of had that originally I didn't know what to do with, so I just, you know... There's this, let's see. There's a bunker map. I'm really happy with how this roof came out as well. I'm just really happy with how that came out. And more of that. Anyway. Predators being done ever. Oof. Come again, Land Overdoses, please. Making your own game then? Making my own... I mean, someday I'd like to make my own game, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably going to be, like, writing short stories, I feel like. At least, I don't know. Post hotline. I'm thinking about it. What to do. Patriots literally ever. Oof, yeah. I love how it's hurry up and Nico use the same hood. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Breaking news, all the community shifts over to making Mega Man fan games and Game Maker after series burns everyone out. That's a lot of fun. Just having him bashing his face in. Alright, anyway. We are barely halfway through this campaign already. Good grief. So originally this level was going to be Soldier and Corey. We're going to have half of it going through the forest as Soldier, and then half of it back in the lumber mill as Corey fighting off gang members or something. But I got really burned out, and I'm like, and the logistics of it all were just not gelling. Yeah, this level is one of my two biggest regrets, because the sight lines are fucked. In playtesting, it worked out a lot better because I used containers to block off areas, right? And those have clear sight lines. But here, it's just like, bruh. My favorite scene in all of Hunter Strike is probably the hallucination scene when Nikolai sees the natural sleight of hand. Yes, I'm so glad you like that. That was probably the hardest, if not the hardest, one of the hardest cutscenes for me to make in this whole series. Because, goddamn, I put a lot of effort into that. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Whoop. Oh, balls. It's hard to notice, I'll give you that. Enter second floor, enemies from rightmost area. Let's see, what would be cool if Nikolai wouldn't have this jungle glitch on the first floor after climbing down, like he snaps back after hearing gunshots. After this level is why outside forest levels are cancer. Yes, this is it's not a good level. I'm looking back on it. It's not fun. It is not. I would definitely say it is the weakest point of this campaign. Shit. And probably the thing that I regret second most. But also the reason why it's like this is because it was the last level that I made, and I was really burned out by this whole thing. So... Or it was one of the last levels. This, and I believe the last floor of level 5 were the last gameplay parts this for me to make. The second floor I don't mind as much. Oh, at least not the left side. Because, you know, there aren't trees. You're actually, you know, navigating some husk of a building. And thinking back, there probably were ways I could have communicated line of sight better. But, you know, like they say, hindsight's 20/20. And there's this, yes. And Timothy was just a name that somebody on stream was like, hey, can you stick my name in there? I'm like, sure, why not? And so that's where this comes from. Just this one-off guy who gets killed. Wonder what Nikolai's breaking point was. I mean, getting his eye slashed open didn't help his psyche. It's kind of a straw that broke the camel's back, I guess. Sort of. I mean, it was a big deal, but he would have snapped eventually. He's been through some fucked up shit. Excuse me. Mac already killed technically is the last thing that made Nikolai go berserk. Yeah, in a way, yeah. Did Nikolai get his eye slashed or actually, like... Oh, no, he was slashed. He was slashed. I mean, yeah, that scene is a bit different from the written story, just for the sake of, you know, pacing. He starts hallucinating before Makar dies, meaning Pyotr's death was the last straw. Oh no, that's not him hallucinating during the actual event. That's him hallucinating, like, he's remembering it mixed with... It's a little weird, but it's the way that I set up the framing device. That's Nikolai looking back on the event hallucinating, not hallucinating while it was happening. If that makes sense. Let's see. You killed your viewer, Timothy? No. It's a retelling. Yeah, no, that's why. It was a framing device. I really like how the destroyed buildings are fused with the snow. Yeah, I was quite happy with how that turned out. I got a question. Why didn't you make the unmodded song for Fratricide Divide? I don't know. That was like 2019. It was early in development. Timothy fan game. Restart sleight of hand. We enter the second floor. Enemies hugging wall to the right. That's all got stuck. And restart the level. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna. I'll save that point. Hi guys, I'm the Timothy. Hello. Sorry I had to get you killed. 9mm dodging feels better in my opinion. Fair enough. I'll go play some like a one-level Timothy spin-off. Go for it. Timothy's long-lost brother of Laszlo from Half-Life 2. Yes, the greatest mind of his generation. Showing off these files. Yeah, this scene was actually the very first made in the campaign. Although, I say that this was not the original version of the scene. This is this is remade from the ground up, but I'll show you guys the original version of the scene after this campaign. Kind of explaining what they're thinking and why they're doing what they're doing. I was originally going to have him smoke outside, but I couldn't get the doors to work, so he's just kind of being inconsiderate and smoking inside a hospital. That first longer visitation hallucination where he sees him in prison, Jim Nikolai, where he sees the safe house tucks dead Makar, is pretty epic too. Yes, you get the birth dates of those characters. Yeah, that's my fan. Sorry, I don't have the graphics card for my new PC build yet, so I'm still using my shitty laptop. Yeah, the entire reason why he's using his right hand for the earpiece is because I didn't want to draw the earpiece on his face sprite. And there's an implication that all members of the Bratva have an earpiece, or at least some of them do. Let's see, this scene used to be a bit different in the way it was laid out. There was a little bit of optional dialogue where if you walk over here, Nikolai's like, oh, this gate's open. So it's like, oh, they already left. That's no good, fam. And, cheekily, you cannot see any of the hallucinatory stuff before the scene starts. Let's go, best cutscene ever. Sound like a creepy horror suspense thing as Yosef falls away, and that's sort of the idea, because he's like, well, in a last minute effort to somehow come up with a plan and not have my friend from the war killed, I'm gonna join this assassination mission. And he's like, well, shit, I don't know what to do now. He's kind of backed himself into a corner. He's lucky they're gone. Is that Vanson? Is the statue Vanson? Maybe, maybe not. It can honestly be read either way. Brava's more professional army than the Russian and American military. Yeah, the Bravas, I mean, I guess they're somewhat of a PMC. I mean, not really, but not actually, but never mind. They are mostly like ex-military, and they're really like proficient at combat and shit. It's a general, so I'm assuming it's Vanson. In theory, you have a wide enough monitor, you may be able to see the Hawaii stuff. If you have a wide enough monitor. Well, then that's on them. Not that I could do anything about that. Hi, Mac. Hey, Jerry. What's up? Crying Yosef is the saddest thing ever. This scene was fun to write. There's this funny thing where Nikolai's actually jealous of Yosef's accomplishments because he didn't get any recognition after the war. And he's just like, man, fuck you, kid. I'm gonna just lay into you because I never liked you. I want to punch Nikolai in his hurt eye in the cutscene what he did to Yosef. Yosef pulls my heartstrings more than any character, though. Nice. There's like PYI guy specifically who sounds like PMCs under PYI specifically in regular Bratva. Yeah, he's like, he took all the... Because he doesn't believe that Yosef fought through the prison himself. He just does not believe that at all. Vance _ transformation. I'll mean nothing to you, that being like, hey, I spared your fucking life, you ungrateful bastard. How could you do this to me? Oh, spook. What was your opinion of Lisa? Lisa's good. And depressing as fuck. That's my opinion on it. Let's see. And this is Pyotr, his one appearance in this whole campaign. Poor boy. Let's see, what do we got? Edge. We got some edge down here. Let's see. Average Yosef Nikolai Simon fan versus the average Vanson enjoyer. The song slaps. Yes, I am really happy with this track. I'm like, I heard it on SoundCloud. I'm like, man, I gotta use this somewhere. We got these boys. We got these boys. Oh yeah, this was a bitch to make. Not the static effect, but the sprite underneath it. Oh my god! Because originally it was going to be him walking in on like a land bridge made of bodies of American soldiers, but that didn't render on top of the water, so it didn't work. And I'm like, man, I need to use this sprite somehow. So I stuck on the other side. Excuse me. Fun fact, this whole group is just 2 sprites. For real. If you look at the sprite dump, it's like half of it is just a whole fuck ton of soldiers. Is Vance a bit more pale in these scenes than usual? Yes, he is. Because he's dead and a corpse. Oh yes, so I found out the object ID for the 50 Blessings logo candles or whatever. They emit like a halo of light. And I discovered this really late on, so I'm like, man, I want to use this somewhere because it's cool, and I decided to use it for the fire effects here. So, yeah. What else can I say about this? Yosef's stuff in the back here. You, Nikolai, should have gotten all the credit, not this pansy motherfucker. This scene was kind of weirdly difficult to set up. I think it was because it was making it during Burnout, but like setting up all the what am I trying to say? Having it look right in terms of like visual weight, not having too much empty space or too much clutter. I don't know. This is my favorite part, though. Let's see. Is it just an actual image or an actual mural they built? Oh no, that's just Nikolai's imagination. Actually, kind of both. I'll point it out in a minute. Someone please make Dust 2 and Hotline 2 with a reskinned beard sniper to have an op. Someone probably already did that, actually. There's so much tension in the previous cutscene. Considering Nikolai's nature, I expected him to kill Yosef at any moment. My heart was literally rushing at that point. Damn. This type of corpse is so fucking cool, dude. Thank you. Vanson's for an army commissar, and it's extremely fitting since the American army was his own original generals. They were straight out of World War II at Vietnam. Yosef's Ukrainian? Yes, Yosef is Ukrainian. Let's see. What got you into Hotline Miami? Friend of mine from high school, actually. I got into Hotline Miami back in 2013, originally. Or was it early? No, 2012, I think. Does Hawaii actually have this Hunter Monument? No. No, there was no actual Hunter Monument in Hawaii. That's just Nikolai's fevered brain. Let's see. Foreshadowing, warning, indication of future events. I replaced the death sound for the Brotherhood goons with a fine thud and honestly laughed more than I should. What? Okay. Wasn't he officially believed to die a hero? Nikolai, he was remembered as a war hero, but he feels like Yosef got a lot. He feels like Yosef got a lot more of the credit. He's just really like. Also, there's the fact that the public at large doesn't think Yosef is dead. You know? Literally dead to the world, you know? I have that question because the first cutscene's first level in the church in Ukraine, I was telling USSR recruiting from other countries under Soviet government. Yeah, that's pretty much the idea. What happened to Yosef's parents? They died early on in his life. Anyway. Oh yeah, this was a lot of fun. So this fancy looking thing is actually an NPC. And I wanted it to blend seamlessly into the architecture, so it disappears after this cutscene. So now it's like, oh, all weird and mysterious. Let's see, dead guys. Anything else I can say? Oh yeah. So if this layout looks familiar, it's meant to kind of be an inverse of Simon's house. Because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with this scene visually. But I'm happy with how it turned out. Let's see, you died with Vance and the others after an enemy raid? Yeah, basically. Nikolai is shithead, but badass at the time. Oh, shithead, but badass at the time. I mean, pretty much. I mean, he's really good at killing people, even though he's a complete psycho. Or probably because he's a complete psycho. Yes. He's Simon's. I never noticed that. I never noticed... Wait, never noticed what? Am I missing something? Oh, wait, that's probably the thing I just mentioned. How long have I been streaming for? Like an hour and a half at this point. The floor structure. Ah, yeah. Just boy. Sorry, friendo. And that is indeed Yosef with the gun. It's kind of a call forward, but that's where that hallucination ends. And Nikolai's just like, oh fuck, dude, what a bad trip. The implication being he just had a fucking shit fit in here. The fake Russian, the imposter says. I love the sound effect where he appears when Victor disappears in that scene. That is Hotline Miami 2, the bell chime, the LSD bell sound effect, one of those. Yeah, Nikolai suffered some kind of mental breakdown. Now they have a backup plan. And Yosef's like, no. He has a point, but no, he can't. Nikolai's like, nah, fuck you, pal. Be cooler if you just probably went to the next floor without the arrow. I believe that was the case originally, but scripting didn't really allow for that. This cutscene was this whole outro scene was really, really hard to choreograph. Excuse me. Nikolai's how to basic. See, there's this. Yeah. So this scene, I believe, was the last one to be made in the whole campaign. If you look in the sprite files, a lot of these are like really weird things that I replaced. Oh, look, there was no Hawaii. Nikolai falls on the floor, spins like the Three Stooges. Pissing out, Community Yosef took all the attention for appearing in the story. That was not really meant to be a meta commentary, but read into it however you want, I guess. I mean, hell, I like Yosef more than Nikolai. Fun fact, the silenced Uzi is the machine gun without skin. What? It's kind of sad that Yosef doesn't take this... Oh no, this was the hardest cutscene to choreograph. Never mind. This was a fucking bitch. It's kind of sad Yosef doesn't take this photo with him, but in headcanon, he did, and he shows it to Simon. Well, okay. Hawaii doesn't even exist. Mac, did you see my bad hunter level? Oh, which one? Alright, excuse me, that came out wrong. No, I didn't, actually. That's why I'm asking. I didn't know you made one, so... Hey there, Toilet Master. Another great moment. Yes, this cutscene was so hard. Like, holy shit. Aren't there like... I have to check the stats again. There's well over 100 frames, and I think over 40 unique NPCs used in this cutscene. It's ridiculous. And these original sprites were made by Jerry, and I did do a lot of editing. Like the strangling animation, I mean. And I wanted this part to be like kind of a surprise. There was a bit of misdirection where you got Pavel reaching for his shotgun, but I want to be like, no, Yosef's the one who kills our boy. You know. It was originally going to cut off mid-sentence, but that would have made it obvious. Just no hesitation, blows his fucking head off. And I got those blood splatter effects by killing invisible Mark NPCs. That's why Mark isn't included in the sprite dump, because I literally just took the whole Mark sheet and deleted it. Let's see. Okay, real talk. The fucking moment Yosef blowed Nikolai's brains out of a shotgun generally caused me to scream, holy shit, I first played this while streaming to my friends. Oh, awesome. This cutscene blows my mind. Damn it. There's room for the second time, yes. The blood splatter. Yes, I used a invisible NPC, like I just said. Mac also gets strangled. Poor Simon's nose. The music when Nikolai headbutts Simon's good as fuck too, fitting the scenes perfectly. That's good. That's one of the custom tracks. I'd like to see a mod replacement where you... Excuse me? How like to see a mod replacement where you could play as Nikolai? I don't understand what you're saying. I made my read and play as the Gang Dodgers biker. I saw that. I remember that. Toilet Master made a whole Richter Pewter sprite. Nice. Get up, pal. And yeah, Edward's not dead, which I remember accidentally freaking... I remember accidentally spoiling at the end of Squatch's Snowfall 2020 stream. And I'm like, he got a little upset about that, but I think he's since forgotten about it, so I'm okay. And originally there was going to be like a binary choice here, where if the player has Simon walk up, then the mercenaries come in and just fucking mow everyone down because they were too slow or something. I don't know. But I'm like, nah, that wouldn't really fit with a linear story. So, and this is kind of pointing out the fact that Snowfall's plot is it doesn't really have a point. I mean, yeah, I wrote it in like 2018, but or 2016, excuse me. I think the Snowfall, the guys behind the windows have submachine gun, revolver. Okay, so I changed it in the 2020 Snowfall update, but they used to have sniper rifles, but then I gave them revolvers because that made more sense. Who the hell is that? Yeah, this is also kind of a nod at the fact that the mercenaries still do show up. That is important, but they don't care about these guys. God, this stream's gonna go on for like 3 fucking hours. Yes, my favorite level that I've ever made. Fun fact, those guys used to be a lot closer to the elevator, and it was a lot harder to hit them with both barrels. Whoops. Whoops. Shit. But man, I am... Like I said, this is my most favorite level I've ever made. I'm happy with how it plays, and I'm really happy with how the visuals turned out. Damn it. Whoops. I'll go over the visuals after I actually play this level, though, so I don't want to get blindsided by some dick. Come on. Oh, balls. Fuck. I believe this level also has the most custom assets in it. And yeah, I put a curtain here because I feel like it'd be a little bit too unfair if I didn't. I don't know. Oh, shit. Let's see, out of many weapons for Yosef to... I mean, relax. It's a gameplay thing. Yeah, it's meant to be hard. Come on. The music track for this level also went through a lot of changes, including Dan Terminus's Blue Cherenkov Overdriver, which this was like way back though, like 2018. Originally, Brotherhood was just going to basically be this one level where no one but Simon and Yosef survive and escape. So... Do we ever get their POV and Patriots? The mercenaries? Yes. Let's see. We ever see a distant future campaign about the mercenaries? From me, no. Patriots is basically that. The flags, yes. Okay, I'm gonna go over some of the furniture I'm really happy with. So we got a bunch of SSRs, and then there's also one for Hawaii. I felt like that was a cute detail. This is actually made up of 2 sprites smashed together. This is made up of 2 couches smashed together. If you look closely, you can actually see some of these monitors are static because the security cameras are broken. I don't think anyone ever noticed that, but I'm still happy with that detail. What else? We got this boy. He dead. And the mercenaries have already been through this area, which is why everything is kind of smashed. Got a couple bathrooms. Why am I even pointing that out? These desks were fun. These are just resprited diner tables. That's all I can say for this floor, I think. There's a couple more floors that have some pretty nice stuff on them. Give me a gun. Catching up with chat. Patriot campaign is still happening. The Patriots is not a campaign. The Patriots is a fan game. Or I guess a mod, you could call it. It's not a campaign. That's your replacement mod. Yosta takes a fucking Saiga, imagine that. Patriots have the priority after Hunter. The thing is, I'm feeling really burned out about Patriots. Which kind of sucks. I just survived 2 shotgun blasts right after one after the other. Which is pretty amazing. So these are Nikolai and Yosif's files. Just a little bit of background information. I didn't see him. Hardest level in the game, top gameplay, hottest shit out there, objective, steal some files, lol. Pretty much. Pretty much. Every time someone in the chat mentions Patriots, the dev team collectively loses 5 HP. Yeah. People have been asking incessantly about Patriots, and I'm like, I mean, I don't want to abandon it, but fuck, I'm burned out. Jesus Christ. A sire probably knows what I'm talking about, but god damn it. Oh yeah, the flowers here. The flower bed is a resprite of the evidence table, and the dimensions are just perfect for 1x3 walls. So I really like how those turned out. Can't wait till you're in the negatives. I mean, basically we're in the negatives already. See, will you still have Russian side in? Oh no, yeah, Patriot. But the Russian side's a big part of Patriots. It's like half the plot. Damn it. Ah, damn it. Let's see. You can enter it this way? How the fuck? I never figured that out. Could make my life easier. I mean, it is the slightly harder out of the 2 routes, in my opinion, but yeah. Oh, damn it. Most of this clutter, by the way, are just single sprites. That's why this level isn't running like a... That's why this level isn't chugging like a milkshake made of cottage cheese, you know? Oh, fuck. God, I always associate cottage cheese with dog food, because that's what my folks would mix into my dog's meals. And back when we had a Great Dane, we get a whole bunch of cottage cheese mixed up with, like, dry dog food and some wet dog food. Oh, fuck. Okay. The Sounds Uzi being a prototype PP2000. I will get to that. In this continuity. And the revolver, as well, is intended to be the the MP40 Rex or whatever it is, which in real life never actually came to exist until, I want to say, either was it 1993 or the early 2000s? I don't remember. And the PP2000 didn't come out until the 2000s. Or until 2000, hence the name. Ah, balls. Okay. Fuck. Fuck. Bitch ass. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, god damn it. Is there a main engineer guy in PYI? A main engineer, there's like engineers who work on weapons design, and there is the production manager who shows up earlier in the campaign, which I pointed out a little earlier. I guess he's the closest thing you have to a lead engineer here. Fucking. Okay, where was I? That's a gross analogy, thank you. And yes, this S hurt me at first, okay. Where do I install Patriots? It doesn't exist yet. That's why I'm saying I'm burned out on it. Okay, so I have a lot to explain here. Okay, so yeah, this is the MP40 Rex or whatever it is. The keep forgetting the name of it. That break-open revolver. We got some guns. It's American guns that got stolen and repurposed. Red phone's off the hook. The PP2000 prototype is the reskin for the Silenced Uzi. I'm really happy with how these particular sprites came out. Let's see. A bunch of files got thrown around. All the computers have blue screens because they're wiping with magnets, which we'll see in the next floor. Oh, here's a fun thing. Let's see. Why does he take the files? He explains it at the end of this level. I'll get to it in a second. So there's evidence the organization is investigating. Yes, so at this point, they're trying to figure out where to put a new headquarters in America. They didn't want to do Miami because they're concerned about 50 Blessings, and they're thinking maybe this has something to do with that. They don't really catch on, but like here's some old newspaper clippings and some pamphlets that we stole or whatever. I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we can have it in, like, Nevada, or, like, I don't know where the fuck this is. But these various places. And they're just having a big old conversation about it. They're even wiping down their whiteboards with sponges and shit. They're wiping everything. Shotgun. Let's see. Anything else? MP412 is 1993. Okay, so it's the MP412, my bad. Nadezhda is CEO, and I believe there's a second guy. Yeah, Nadezhda is basically the head of the company. Oh, fuck. So. Come on. Come on. Oh, fuck. Right, that guy, the guy on the landing always gets me. Ah, balls. Almost forgot about the only Silenced Uzi in the campaign, as well as the only fire axe, yes. Was Red Eyes meant to be a Komarov version of the henchman from the original game? Huh? Not quite. I mean, he does show up in Snowfall originally, but he is meant to be Nadia's, like, primary confidant, basically. Oh yeah, the X, obviously. So this was fun. So this was the exposition that was supposed to be held in like 5 days from now. Oh yeah, here's the. So we got like this fur coat that Simon eventually wears, the Miami uniform. You got the Moscow uniform, and you got the winter uniform. Let's see. It's basically saying, hey, here's why the RAC is fucking great. To please the shareholders. You know. So I was kind of distracted by some idiots who were asking WTF are you doing? What? You need to download more RAM to install Patriots. Oh god. Let's see. David's name does not get mentioned in the campaign itself. That is actually background information. Oh yeah, the MP5, it's like only appearance here. Big sad. Let's see. Ah, shit. We're good. We're good. No! Fuck. God damn it. Let's see. Not sure my question, but is it intentional P2000 was faulty suppressor given it's a prototype? Yes. And in fact, in the prototype, it's an integrated suppressor here. I just want to come up with a cool silenced weapon. I figured, you know what, this could be an interesting thing to put in. And it is alternate history, so. Where's the dog? There it is. Oh yeah, Paper Shredder, that was a lot of fun. I still really like that sprite. Ah, fuck. Somewhere in Nevada. Tiny details are fantastic, thank you. There's another map on. Oh yeah, the other map is Russia. The other map is Russia. Sorry, I forgot to because they already have an HQ here in Moscow. They're considering one in Leningrad. Whoop. Or no, wait. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. So, sometimes I get my own director's notes fixed up, as it were. So the headquarters for the Bratva in this university is in Moscow, but they also have they have considerable influence in Leningrad as well. But beyond that, not really, not much. They're trying to spread out into the Western market, but they could be doing better there. Fire Axe is Jake's legs on the chair. Yes, it is. Still proud of my axe drawing. It is a nice drawing. I like it too. Eagle and bear heads are the best. Yes. Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone noticed. In this level, I put in a few coffee cups you can kick around. I thought it was kind of cute. Oh, that one got stuck. Well. Let me get into the weapon. Does PY have regional offices? Yes. Not many, but they have a few. Completely off topic, but I'm kind of surprised there are no Madness campaigns. Art? I thought there were Madness campaigns. And the idea here is I wanted to convey that Yuri has been through here with the Fire Axe, which is why there are some dead folks. Whoop. And which is why he was holding the Fire Axe earlier. Oh, yeah, these were a pain. These are like a combination of 3 different sprites. Ah. The entire Patriot Slaughter is Perestroika happened 30 years early, pretty much. Oh shit, I picked up the empty one. We're good. Ah, balls. Let's see, he was gone for a while. He's still on Fratricide. I am, because I'm stopping a lot to talk about stuff. And because, you know, it's not a very easy level. I'm glad that so many people complain about Fratricide. Difficulty, I mean. There was a lot of complaints about one particular level, but we will get to that. Here's Red Eyes. He's here, but you can't interact with him. Oh, these were fun to make, too. The top-down logo neon signs. Okay. Okay, here's a little thing that I scaled down. Let's see. I believe this was one of the first custom sprites I made for this level, which I still am quite happy with. It's actually a combination of two different sprites. Let's see. You got the one Hawaii plant in Russia. Nothing else to talk about, right? Oh no, there's this prototypes for the PP2000. What else? Here's that map of Moscow that looks a little awkward still. Here's the AMD logo. That was unintentional, but I like this carpet design, so whatever. Let's see. This is just a Hotline 1 sprite. The safe, the wall safe. Don't know why I had this open. I just thought it would look cool. Hopefully it didn't distract too many people. Apologies if it did. Return to the first floor. Just kind of come around. Let's see. Fratricide was pretty okay-ish. That one floor, yeah, that one floor of, the one part of the one floor of that one level that we will get to. Let's see. This was also a real pain in the ass to animate. And if you're moving a particular way when you activate this, you can get stuck inside the wall, which is real bad. That's like 4 NPCs on top of each other. No, like, I think it's like 2 or 3. But I'm happy with how that turned out. Don't crash, please. This part crashed real bad during development. It was a real pain. Why does David stay loyal enough to stick his neck completely out for Nani despite it being way better for him in the long run if he was left by himself? Because he really believes in the company. He's like actually super, you know, he's a real sympathizer. He's not having any moral qualms about it like Yosef is. This area was what I based the very first teaser on, the lockers and the windows and these two. What else can I say about this before I activate that cutscene? Probably not much. Yep. I tried basing this medical kit on like an actual Soviet thing. I don't know how well that turned out, but whatever. RIC posters are nice, thank you. I'm happy with how those came out. Nice volcano prop. I wish the Priest-Form finale was just a little bit bigger. Being stuck with a pistol and shotgun really isn't too fun. Yeah, I know you can with Pig Butcher, but wow, was having incorrect opinion cringe. Yeah, Pig Butcher can only fight police, so looks a little bit flat. I thought it was a mountain map, lol. I should have made it look flatter, that's the thing. Yeah, if you're having trouble with opening the door, just like try to stand still, get as close to the top of the clickable trigger as possible. That should help. Now for the outro that was so long I almost had to dedicate an entire level to it because it kept crashing. And then I finally got it optimized to the point where I could stick it in and have it paste the way I wanted it to be. So David's not a sleeper agent. So many specifications were made. How do you usually fix frequent crashes? I mean, it depends. Well, there's a lot. A big part of it I found is the number of tiles that you use, number of unique tiles. In this campaign, whole swaths of floors are just flat, like large sprites. If you look in the sprite files, then you'll see that kind of thing a lot. Why is his stomach so swollen? No, it's just his jacket opened up. It's just his jacket. David's also a little level coming up, yeah. Poor Nikolai, we hardly knew ye. You cannot skip this cutscene. Why are the floors fake? For optimization. Because apparently having a single large sprite placed down instead of a whole bunch of different tiles helps optimization a lot and prevents crashing. Fun fact, Nadia is hidden underneath this table. That's why she shows up so quickly. Like, or the Atheist Squad, as I call them. Why is David coming from here when he was near the archive earlier? So, well, because, I'm trying to remember. I believe, I'm pretty sure there was a reason for this. Like, he's just, okay, I remember, yeah. So he's originally just helping clear out files. You know, the archive purge protocol. But now, after the gunfight and stuff, he's going up to check to see if the CEO is still alive. And let's just pretend he had a revolver on him. That was a little weird, but... Also, this portion is meant to be, like, underneath the snow, because, like, you got the stairs here. It's sort of like a floor underneath this one. I don't know if I conveyed the verticality well enough, but whatever. Is it canon at one point that Nadia said, "I want that twink obliterated"? You're seriously portraying that? No! She must have gotten down on her knees for that one. Oh, good one. Why'd the KGB raid the building? Okay, now I can explain the KGB thing. So basically, I want the implication to be that the USSR president was very much not like Gorbachev and was kind of chuffed with the whole capitalism thing because he found it made the country look weak. So although he doesn't want to cause a fuss because the Komarov crime family is so fucking influential, and so he's kind of like, well, he gets a task force together and taking advantage of all the violence going on between. We got Nadia's security, we got the mercenaries, and we have Simon all coming into this building at once, basically. Although Simon instigated the violence. And so the president decides to send in a kill squad to just, not kill squad, but a group to dig up a bunch of dirt, which is why they're in here. Of course, they do kind of end up succeeding. Nadia fucking broke her motor. Oh no, okay, so this was kind of unclear to a lot of people. The mercenaries went up there and interrogated her for information on where Komarov's file was. And just like beat the shit out of her, basically. I know that wasn't made very clear. There's a cut scene. There is a cut cutscene that I'm going to show you guys after this campaign that is a little clearer about that. This is not a custom track by Masked that I really like. Let's see, anything else I can show before I end this scene? Not really. Jerry cans. Oh yeah, they're even trying to like stuff papers into the sink and stuff to destroy them. Forgot about that. Above, why do you confuse the characters in the Hunter Saga because all is bait? What? I do not know what you're asking. She smashed everything in pure rage like Nikolai. Why is he coming from the upper floor, not the elevator, just next to the big meeting room? That's... I think... I'm pretty sure it had to do with... I believe it had to do with... either it had to do with like the number of floors or with crashing or something. I'm not sure. I really can't remember right now. It's a nitpick. There's another custom track from Mask, which gives me Stardew Valley vibes for some reason. But I think it fits. I always forget the glasses man name. Pavel. Or Pasha. I've heard some people call him Pasha. Yosef is a man baby. The only difference is he receives character development and thus turns into not a man baby. Yes. I love how much Pavel cares about Edward. Pavel is just Howard fucking Chad. Did you ask Mask for making custom tracks, or the composer offered it to you? So... Let me see if I can remember exactly how it went. I believe I asked if I could use his music, and then when he found out I was making the last installment of the Hunter series, he offered to make some custom tracks. I'm like, okay, cool. So I give him a list of like however many tracks were needed, like a dozen of them or something, and like, yeah, you can make a couple of these if you want, whichever ones you want. And he's like, oh, I'll make all of them. So I'm like, oh wow, okay. So he ended up making like 12 tracks for this, including these, the one that's playing right now. Also, I noticed they're still protesting in front of the church. Yeah, no, this time they're protesting. The implication is they're being harassed by the Bratva. They're like, they're just being dicks. It's not like they're trying to recruit people or anything like the army was, but they're still just being jerks about it. This is probably this whole sequence was probably the second or third most difficult. No, I'd say the third most difficult. Second or third most difficult cutscene in the campaign to make, because it relies on having the player character move without prompting, and that shit crashes the game real easily if you don't know what you're doing. It takes a lot of finagling. Who's this music artist? This is Masked. This is one of the custom. These are some of the custom tracks he made for this campaign, and we're actually discussing publicly releasing these at some point, like officially. So, yeah, I can't give details on that right now, but looks like Isaac is crying spites. I mean, that makes sense. Yos doesn't have any violent breakdowns, like pure panic and sorrow. Oof. Is Nikolai actually crying? Oh no, he's actually crying. He's having a legit breakdown. The skeletons were fun. Just making a huge pile of skeletons. Writing is top quality in this cutscene. Thank you. I did get the help of some of a writer who asked to remain anonymous. There is a statue of Nikolai and the two generals. But yeah, I did get some help. I did tweak the dialogue a bit, but he helped me a lot with this, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And those are the two guys who died in Headshot in Red Star. Yosef cried over the cow off screen. A bedrock of corpses is a line that always stuck me for some reason. Really liked the line, I don't really know why. Like the Brotherhood drip in the background. Fun fact, the skeleton sprite has a hole in the middle shaped as the chair and laugh. Yes, it does. That's true. 3 variations of the same track, yes. Got happy boy Yosef. And, yeah, pretty much. We're on to the final stretch. Yosef left his cell phone. Ah, yes. Oh no, they track him across the border because they have eyes everywhere. Why did Makar mean so much to Lev? Because they bonded over several years. He was like his... how I keep putting it, Zaryov was Komarov's protege and like training to be part of the company, and they just kind of grew in each other. Even after... And that this was kind of before Zaryov became a drug fiend. The whole getting attached, I mean, and then they just kind of... Komarov just couldn't... just had to... can't think. Let's see, would Nadia kill Lavi stop being useful? I mean, yeah. There isn't... In fact, in some of my director's notes, Nadia was straight up thinking, like, after Zaryov and Simon and co are all dead, she's going to have Lav knocked off as well for knowing about the Nervation stuff. But he's old. You know, would have died natural causes pretty soon anyway, right? Smoking in church, blasphemy. Also, third best scene. Komarov is literally the face of the Brotherhood. Yeah, Komarov is not the face of the company, but he is kind of the money man, or at least he helped set up. He's the big mafia connection. I mean, what am I on about? Also, I put way too much effort into this for something that you can't really see all that well. But yeah, you got like a broken one. You got people like harassing folks, like throwing rocks and shit at the church, just being dicks. Where was I? Yeah, last level. Ready to go. You might recognize some of these guys from the opening. Mac, what do you think about creating spin-off level in which Komarov gets killed by Victor and Yuri? I'm probably not going to do that myself. It would show up in Patriots, because, you know, it's kind of an important scene. Can't go into detail about why, but, okay. My headcanon is the villagers ate him. Oh my god. Yeah, they killed our only beef cow. What the fuck? I'm really happy with the visuals of this level. Let's see. Yeah, Jerry made the cow. No, Charger made the cow, and I added the bullet holes. Let's see. Anything else I can talk about here? Oh, yes. I know I mentioned that apart from one of Redstone's campaigns inspired the visuals of this level, those would be the freaking fences, the wooden fences. I like how the father's the only character to hold a pistol gangster style, yeah. He looks like Father Gregor from Half-Life 2. Hell yeah, he does. That was very intentional. Anyway, this is my biggest regret of this goddamn campaign is this first encounter. Because I did not convey that this is a dodger. I am really happy with the visuals of this part, though. With the train and all that. Ah, shit. We're good. I like how I was, yeah, I read that. How's big they fed it well. They fed it people, no. Komarov got killed at Nadia's funeral. I'm not going to confirm or deny that. Let's see. The idea is this was an old Papa Vyachemenko like warehouse that's long abandoned, because the villagers like drove them out because they were so sick of their shit. And to this day, the Bratva's like they sometimes harass this village. Oh yeah, this is a poster of the music artist of this track, who I can never remember the name of. Chris Heat or something. Oh yeah, in fact I put actual Ukrainian graffiti on these freaking trains and didn't do anything with them. That's interesting. And by interesting, I mean, why did I bother? Anything else? Not really. Just see if there's anything else I can comment on. We're in the last stretch. Oh yeah, this is where the ending takes place, by the tree over here. I don't know if that was evident enough, but... Fun fact, these are reskinned 50 Blessings kitchen tables, which only has one frame, by the way. And I gave it the object ID of the Tesla coil, so that it has the electricity effect like it's a transformer. I thought it was a cool effect. Oh, for Pete's sake. What the hell happened to your patrol? Do you patrol correctly? Yeah? I don't know. Where's that melee weapon? Let me catch up with chat. Oh, Jerry says I made the cow charges fix it. I see. I remember telling this for this for stream put a second cover, like I guess a second train. I think I did that at one point, but I don't know. Only after I remember the stream I got that this guy's the Dodger. Yeah. Is that a missile crate? Some kind of weapons crate. Yeah, it's not Christ yet. No, I'm sorry. And this is actually the bus stop. So when you get close enough to it, there just walks off into the sunset. What is the statue supposed to be? Saint Nicholas. It's not Lenin. Although I did make a Lenin statue for the Snowfall 2020 remake. There's the dead guy. He's around. He didn't get fed to the cow. Not like Santa Claus, but the act. Never mind. I drew that plane myself, and I'm very happy with it. Pretty strange how Gary isn't with Victor in this cutscene. Yes. She got down on her knees. Yes, she did. Yeah, there's Kamarov's funeral. And you see some KGB boys in the crowd there. Just like 2 of them, but... And this is also the same spot from earlier in the campaign. From that flashback thing that Joseph was on about. And this original cutscene was also... Oh, damn it, I should have got the original version of this cutscene. Because I actually had that finished, except the animations, but... Basically, that's the same thing, except it didn't look as detailed, and it was oriented upwards instead of sideways, and it had the sunset filter. Hey, wait, this does the sunset filter. Never mind. It didn't look very good. Or at least it looked different from this. It's very nice to touch how the characters here have slightly grown out messier hair. Also, fun fact, Pablo leaves his glasses under Ed's tombstone. Ah, yes, he does. That's what those are. After growing some balls, Joseph gained back the ability to grow stubble. Yes. I mean, he was growing stubble during the war, but... Is India hard to see? He goes to the USA after being in Miami. What? Does he survive or die? I'm leaving the nuke itself up to personal interpretation. I think that when the nuke actually goes off, he's still, like, boarding a plane in Europe, and they have to, like, cancel the flight. Because they're like, holy shit, America just got nuked. And Simon becomes a literal hunter at the end, which I swear was not an intentional pun. It just kind of happened. I mean, what else is he going to do if he spent his whole life, killing people with a sniper rifle? He's got to do something with his skill set. Imagine Pavel flying to Miami and then nuke. This sprite took me all day to make. The burning sprite took me so long. And this music was custom made by... Not Masked, the other guy who contributed custom music. I'll catch up with the chat. New cabinet like noon right now, or 2 p.m. I'd have to check back in hotline, but yeah, Pisca, that was it. Yeah, the song is called Mother by Pisca. I don't know what let me check my notes, see if there's anything I left out. Let's see. Fratricide was originally going to be called Takedown, which is not nearly as cool of a name. And in Finale, each player character was going to have 2 floors instead of 1. So take that as you will. There's a little note from me. Look, Molly, I'm in the credits. Remember when it said Brotherhood would come out in the summer? Hey, yeah, remember when it said Brotherhood would come out in December of 2018? Or was it summer 2018? Anyway, so I'm going to be showing off a couple of unused levels, but I got to swap out some mods real quick. Because, you know, mods change during development and all that. This will take a moment. So first thing we're going to be checking out is the very first cutscene I ever made for this campaign. And this was dated... When was this dated? Like mid-2018, I think. Thank you, Mac, for making this. Thank you for playing it. It all began from a shitty level with vanilla guns and editor darkness. Hell yeah! Tail finished story that conclusion close. Yes. Now, Seville, being the guy who's going to be in Hotline Miami 3, I mean, I'm very flattered, and also really burned out. Let's see if I can find this. Oh no, wait, here it is. It wasn't originally called Intel Scene, but this is the original outro of the 3rd level. And the music is not representative of the final scene. And some of the sprites are fucked. Pretend those gold bars are, pretend they're files. It's basically the same thing that we've already seen, but a little flatter, and Nikolai is a thin boy. And Nikolai recognizes, oh, wait, you're a massive pussy. And that's supposed to be like his cross necklace he's got on. And Nikolai, like, just takes it off him. And Yosef is just horrified. That was the very first cutscene made for this campaign. Not much more I can say on that. There are a couple more, and the sprites aren't as screwed up on these next couple, so bear with me. Because I actually did some proper testing with these. Wait a minute, did I have the... Are you fucking serious? I had the wrong Sorry, I had the wrong goddamn mods activated. Whatever, it wasn't a finished scene anyway. Don't worry about it. Here's the second thing. Gold! Is that Matt cameo with the computer? It is not. It is not, actually. Although he was one of the first sprites I made for the campaign, I don't know why I made him look like that. I believe this was one of those things I wanted to show off. Yes, this was the original sleight of hand outro, I think. Or no, this is the original Fratricide intro. Or what? I don't remember. But we got Cursed Thin Nikolai. And this was that other, pretend this is like booze and not a filing cabinet. So this was like just some nondescript office building that the Bratva owned. The visuals of which kind of went into Yosef's apartment at the very end. And this is originally where the conversation between Komarov and Zaryov took place, instead of at the hospital. Let's see. Cursed. Yeah, here's cursed middle-aged Komarov. And very cursed lawyer Herr Yosef. Nice. Nikolai's being a smartass. So here they like don't even go to Simon's house. There's no dream sequence. And pretend this is a newspaper. Just unmodded, which is why there's a mod on it now. More of the newspaper shenanigans from Snowfall. And pretend this is a helicopter. I was the one that made you change the hair. I am so glad that hair's been changed. Okay, one more thing, which is actually a bit more substantial than the last couple things I showed you. I just could switch on the mods again. Stuck on second frame, no shadow. Yeah, the NPCs were cursed as well. I love this building. Thank you. It's a shame I didn't actually do anything with it. And that building was actually based on, I think, one of the very first iterations of Victory from Red Star, like layout-wise. So that's cursed as all hell. And this was what was going to be the 4th level, or no. This is going to be the 5th level, and finale was the 6th level. This basically became what is now the outro of Fratricide, where you got Red Eyes fighting the KGB. This was going to have Nadia fight her way out. Pretend that's Victor. Pretend that's a file. Basically the same scene, but pretend that's a one-way mirror up there. Oh, so many sprites are just cursed as hell. These actually never ended up getting used. Because originally, this is going to sound stupid because it is, Nadia was going to, this is a set of keys, right? Nadia takes a set of keys, walks in here, and activates this, and the file room had a built-in, like, fucking flamethrower purge system, which was really stupid in retrospect. So I just forgot those and went with a jerry can. I'm glad I got rid of this effect because it was going to replace the meth lab explosion. The meth lab explosion is used a lot in this campaign for optimization purposes. Basically the same dialogue, except it's not centered very well. And we get to play as these two for a little bit. Actually, you see the van is gone and the KGB boys have pulled up. Pretend this is, I don't know, loudspeaker or something. You should have kept that and also kept an adjacent room full of weed, Far Cry 3 reference. So that was actually short scene. Here's the actual, well, quote-unquote level. I never actually made the level of this. I just made the first and last floors. And originally, oh, the legs are not matching. Pretend the legs look different, too. So Red Eyes wasn't even going to be the player character at first. The player character was going to be Nadia, and she'd be the one with the guns and shit. And I never actually made the rest of this level. I just made the temporary transition to the last floor, which was a parking garage, because of course it was. KG boys pulled up, dead folks, this guy. Heater looked different. I think that's about it. I might still include this floor in the, Nah. Well, technically it's not canon, but I made it. So whatever. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. Whatever, there's not enough to show anyway. One more thing. The outro. This is the most complete thing that got scrapped. So, Beating Naughty with Guns fan art. Even unintended stuff is cool. I'm glad you guys think so. At one point, Nadia could kick ass, but Jerry helped me with the sprites, but they ended up looking really janky looking, so I just decided to replace her with red eyes anyway. Mostly because I couldn't be bothered to fix the misaligned female sprites. Pretend the music is something else, but everything else here is basically, it was basically finished. And this is where we go into detail. This was cut for being too, like, expository and not really necessary. Yeah, 3 traitors, a defector, a pair of masked thugs, and the fucking KGB. All in one night. Do you think they were agents? The defectors? No. We would have known years ago. The men in masks? Maybe. I don't know. Both of them spoke Russian, but one's accent was off. Too Western. Either way, the archives were breached. It's over. You sound lucky to be alive. You said those masked guys beat you up, but didn't kill you? They weren't there to kill me. They wanted access to the restricted files. It's Lav I'm worried about. He's not picking up his phone. And the men who did try to kill you. And Pelavin. I think they found our top-secret documents in transit. I had you put them in the red clearance room, yes? Yep, we had them in plain sight just like you wanted. Nobody else to look for. That's the line that made it to the final campaign. Then that confirms it. Start making calls. We need to find them before someone else does. And that is the scene. Yeah, these sprites showed up in the sprite dump. It's like found footage. How'd you do the road for this cutscene? So the road is a reskin of the smoke of the smoke sprite and the 3 frames. Let me show you the actual sprite real quick. As far as in-game stuff, that's all I have to show, but I can show off some sprites, I guess. Does she still have fighting skills in canon? I mean, she's probably a decent shot with a gun, but she is an old woman. So, where the hell did I put this? Let me open Photoshop. Nope, wait. Here we go. All right, let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, hey, full level layouts. Yeah, I can show those off too. Assuming my computer can take them. I'll show those in a minute. What was it? You know what I'll do? I know what I'll do. I'll open the mod folder. I just want to show you guys what the... Huh? Can't find it. Oh, here it is. Control smoke. Cloud smoke, rather. Clouds smoke. For Pete's sake. I need to clear off my freaking desktop. There's so much shit. Here it is. This is what that sprite looked like. Catching with chat. I want to see now the campaign. I mean, I'm sad I had to cut this part out, but sometimes you gotta kill your darlings. How's the expression go? Murder your darlings, whatever. To be fair, even in 48, old women look pretty hot. Pretty not old. Senator Miller hasn't changed in 10 years. I mean, she... Never mind. I'm not... I was going to make a joke at her expense. I'm not going to do that. Let me see if... Oh, do these actually look any good? Oh, no, wait. I know what these are. I know what I want to show. If I can find them. Oh, there's that timeline I never finished. Never updated since like 2018. Yeah, the Sigmund? Wait, who's Sigmund? Sorry, I'm probably just missing a joke. I've been going for almost 3 hours, so I'm a little... where is this? I know what I'm looking for, I just can't find it. Can't find it. Oh well. So basically, I made some like full size. Like I laid out all of the floor plans for. Oh wait, here it is. Oh, that's not quite what I meant. It's one of these folders, I think. Right? No? Oh, wait, no. That's the wrong file. I can't freaking find it. I thought I saw it, but never mind. It's just a thing I put together in Photoshop. You can probably get the idea. I take a bunch of floors in the editor, and I take screenshots of them, make them look a little nice, and put them together in a whole layout. The scrap stuff you shown looks better than half the workshop, lol. Shown young Nikolai with hair. Yeah, I remember I shared it with you, and I don't remember where that file ended up. Let me see if I can find it. Where did I find this? Nope. Can't you just copy the image into Photoshop? Yeah, I could. If you could go ahead and PM it to me, or I can look through PMs real quick. Make sure it's not showing up on stream, yeah. Yes, I at one point made a face sprite for 1970. Here he is. Okay. Okay. He looks a little bit cursed. Let's do it. Ta-da. Mac, you want my Bitcoin WTF? I wish I had a graphics card, because if I did, I could complete this freaking PC build, and you guys wouldn't have to put up with this fan. Plastic hair. Looks so normal but funky. Yes. I don't know how to feel. He got that Yosef cut. Hell yeah, he does. Anything else I want to show off while we're here? I can't really think of anything else. Nothing relevant, anyway. The thing is, whenever I do a stream for a few hours in the morning, I'm like totally drained for the rest of the day, and it sucks. So... Oh yeah, I got an original KGB design that I really didn't like nearly as much as the one that I ended with. Look at these guys. Look at these dorks. They're so boring. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have a whole spread of that private jet that I made. It's 1979 Nikolai. Yeah, that's right. Did I get the year wrong? Looks like a football player. I mean, he basically is. I made this plane. I totally traced the thing, but I'm really happy how this came out still. Let's see. Anything else I can... Here's an unused sprite that eventually got replaced by the by all those flags. Oh, Bloodbath had a different cover. It looks ugly as sin, but that's what it originally looked like. Anything else? Nothing I haven't already shown off. Matt, can you show 2016 Yosef? Yeah, let me see if I can find. Let me pull them up. 2016 Yosef, for those of you who haven't seen it, is really cursed. I believe he used the lawyer face sprite. Oh, that's right. I didn't. The naming conventions are so screwed up. This is what he looked like. I hate him so much. He's so ugly. Folded flags on a stick. Am I enemy looking ass, lol? Yes. Crunchy beautiful knives. I want one day. CSGO knife. But stab me in the chest, didn't it? Everything is a CSGO themed level. That is not Yosef. What do you think of Hunter Plot just after the single level release? Did you just plan to make it a throwaway? Yeah, it was just like a throwaway side story for Patriots, honestly. And people got really attached to it. So I decided to make a sequel to it, and then it just it expanded there. It expanded from there along with my personal ambitions in the editor. This is the personality Joseph. Someone took this character and I don't remember if this face sprite's still around. Someone made Joseph the American Atheist. If I still have it, I'm going to show it here. Oh, I had the original workshop image for Snowfall as well. It looks awful. I never ended up using this one, of course. Where is my boy? Oh yeah, I forgot I made a whole character map. Not sure if I want to show this here. Oh, this looks like crap. Never mind. Nah. Who is the purple guy of Hunter? I don't even know where to start with that question. Let's see, Snowfall Spreadsman was still in development. I mean, it was mostly just recolors. Really nothing interesting. Janky ass looking sprites. I remember seeing the OG Hunter on top of the workshop a long time ago and feeling like SMH, BTH, this is overrated, nothing special, and now here we are. Some say the flamethrower is shit for Simon's level, but I honestly need it right now. Look at old Joseph. Yeah. I want to make a Hunter iceberg someday. Have fun with that. They all look high. Nikolai got a balloon hoodie. Yes. Everybody except Pavel hates being there. Everyone's so brooding and serious. Character map. Oh yeah, like a character relationship chart. I use this online program. It looks kind of hideous, but let me see if I can pull it up again. Oh, where'd I put it? Just quickly double checking this for any spoilers. Oh, hey, this also touches upon predators as well. Huh. Okay, does it have any spoilers in it? I mean, not really. It looks... Oh, God. This needs a background. Excuse me. Yeah. No, you can't even read this shit. It's too tiny. It's way too small. Excuse me. I used some online program to make this, and it looks so awful. It was one of those things I made when I was just fucking bored. Including Mustache Man. We hardly knew ye. It's not a ship chart. The fuck, Mary kill chart. Let's see. I can never download it in full res due to bad. Oh wait, what are we talking? Oh yes, the timeline graphic. Yeah, I need to update that still. You gave me a whole bunch of pointers on working into the bitch wars, and I haven't added that to the timeline yet, which I need to do. And there's trying to make the timeline look less hideous as well. I kind of don't want to pull it up while I'm streaming because I don't think my computer can handle it because it's actually a really big file. Excuse me. But I have a lot of like director's notes type stuff in the forms of like ugly looking stuff like this. Oh no, there's no Patriot spoilers here. Don't worry. It does touch on, at least it touches on an older draft of Predators, though. Or Valvialic, whatever you want to call it. Someone says, Squatch, if you're here or see this, will you make that? Make what? Yeah, Squatch has been... I mean, I've talked to him recently. I'm not gonna... I wouldn't bother him about it. Just... Yeah, just don't bother him about it. Please. I'll leave it at that. Very random thing to ask, but does Glory take place in the same hotel as the one highlighting 2 comics? No. That was not my intention. I did take inspiration from Stronghold, though. I mean, because, you know, it's a Hawaiian hotel and stuff. I believe you mentioned the same hotel name, and honestly, that kind of surprised me. I had a magazine subscription about artists, and they had a section with portraits of people artists interacted with, connected with colored lines, like my friend Amy Inspiration, etc. Under story summary, shit back when I was 12. Okay, if I close the rest of these files, I might actually be able to open the timeline. Do not save. My computer's gonna strain opening this. Oh boy. I mean, not that y'all are gonna be able to read it anyway, because it's not formatted very well, and there's a lot to it. But yeah, there's a lot. Like, wow. And once again, this is not up to date. Especially not the prelude part. It's really outdated. I need to update it. And I like have the levels themselves and how they canonically fit together, and it just trails off here. I think I made this like shortly after making Red Star, actually, so it's really outdated. Yeah. So it's a real mess. Oh yeah, I actually gave all the characters nationalities and birth dates. So catching up with chat. Cooler Sun is also here. Whoever has Valen relatives according to this chart is a free Edward pass. Oh my god. Anything else I can show before I wrap this up? Because we've gone on for almost 3 hours, and I don't know if there's anything else relevant I can show off. Not that I can really tell. Oh, one thing, little sneak peek, I guess. For Predators, I'm going to be reincorporating this metal sprite for one of the mask sprites. So that's fun. I got to change the colors on it, because this is a whole other thing. You'll probably see me working on this stuff during other streams. But, yeah, that's still a ways off. Someone says, hey, Mike, I'm having a problem with the music mod. I'm trying to download it. But GCFs is messing up, saying it's a Half-Life texture. It is a WAD file. You don't want to. Okay, you don't want to open up the WAD file, but you want to install it into the directory. I know the link. Okay, there's a zip, and inside that zip is the WAD file. You don't want to open the WAD file itself. Oh, an Italian guy. Yes, there's an Italian guy. He is. What's his name? I'm still working on character designs, but some of these I'm actually. These two are actually based on stuff that. No, these three are based on stuff that Jerry sent me, and I'm really happy with them. Okay, we're getting off topic. This is the Italian guy. This boyo, right here. So, what was the sky window for? Oh, yeah. So, on an earlier version of Fratricide, where David is shredding the files, originally there was just like a skylight into the file room that would occasionally flash and light up with gunfire. But that didn't really work out because of collision issues, and yeah, I just wasn't really happy with it anyway, so it got cut. Tony's Italian. Yes, this Tony is, I mean, he goes by Antonio, but yes, he does have a Tony mask. At least he's not British. Yeah, next stream's probably going to be just making campaign stuff, or, yeah, probably just making campaign stuff. Maybe drawing. Maybe not. I can't really think of anything I want to draw right now. Where that sound gun flashes look bad. Yeah, it was a little weird. And honestly, even though it was meant to be like on the floor below, you'd still hear it, you'd think. I think that's... when will you take on Ivan? Oh, shit, I keep forgetting about that. I believe that is... Okay, let's see. I actually have notes here. Yes, Ivan with Live Translator. That is on my list of stream topics. I'll get to that eventually. When will you take on politics? Oh, yes, Coomtaker 3 is also on my list. It is. Politics is on my list. Basically locking me out of using the file. What are you trying to... if you could send me a PM on Twitter, then I can... Janitor Stevie, if you could send me a PM on Twitter, then we can... then I can help you through that. Predators... it's a working title for a Miami campaign that I'm kind of making in my free time, which is basically the adventures of Alec, Pavel, and that girl from that level Moonlight in 1989 Miami. I just want an excuse to go back to the Hot Miami 2 visual style. I miss it. It's a lot of fun. I can do it on Discord. Okay, Discord works too. Go ahead. Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, the Hawaiian shirts were Jerry's idea, and I'm really gelling with them. I guess I'll open this again. I got nothing better to do. Oh, come on. Come on, OBS. Agree with me. Thank you. Okay, some of the top downs I still need to work on, though. Most of them, actually. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing with the designs of Alex, Ash, Mark, whoever. Twitter's very corrupted. Yeah, Twitter is a cesspool, but I do have a Twitter, so that's it really. When do we play my next level? I'll add to my list. Which one was it? Ivan's pain to play through. Be ready to kill as Evan, because you will soft lock yourself if you don't. Oh no, that does not sound good. Those sound going while making little icicles. All right, I'll add it to the list. I will add it to the list. Gotta update floors though. Okay. Yeah, put fat man in my Evan level clueless. Yeah, never put fat people in your Evan levels. It's generally frowned upon. Absolution. I guess I'll add that to the list as well. Burn All! Yes. I think I played Burn All like twice before on stream. Once or twice. Burn All is quite something. All right, I have a lot of material already. I think I'm done taking requests for right now. Oh yeah, cool. No, that's right. One more, because Redstone makes cool levels. Okay. And a cult. Yes, I added a cult to the list. So great. Hopefully the price of graphics cards will go down some point soon, and won't be like 400% the advertised price, because god damn it, I have a graphics card in mind that usually goes for 200. I looked online, used starts from like $780. Fuck that. All right, thanks for coming, everybody. I'm glad you could be here. And next time I'll probably be streaming campaign progress or random campaigns. And hopefully one of these days I'll have this new rig up and running. So I'll see you guys another time.